With Uber Reserve, good things come to those who plan ahead. Family vacay? Reserve your ride as soon as you book your flights. To all the planners, now you can reserve your Uber ride up to 90 days in advance. See Uber app for details.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Saturday, July 3rd. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. On Saturdays, we do Q&A, which is a really fun thing because it's a chance for you, if you listen to the show, to have your voice on the show. If you want, you can send me a voice memo. I play it on the show. Or if you want, you can DM me a question, which is how today's question came in. It's from Lisi Metzger. If you have not listened to episode number 47 of my podcast, I interview Lisi. Definitely go back and check that out. But her question has to do with going live. She wanted to know, when you go live with someone and they have a lot more followers than you, what's the best thing to do strategically? Should the other person start the live or should the smaller account? What's better for the larger account's audience to come over and possibly follow the smaller account? Those are great questions. There's some challenges there because of the way Instagram is set up, but let's go through them one by one. First, whoever is going to be the person to start the live should be the one who sets up the question sticker 23 hours before the live starts. That's absolutely the way that it should go. This way, whoever has the question sticker on their story can share the responses to the question sticker on the live. The next part, does it matter which account goes live first? I don't think it does. Bigger account, smaller account, I don't think it matters at all. And now the hard question. How can you really maximize this live so you can get as many followers as possible from the other person's account that you're going live with? That's the real question. To be honest, there are some challenges there. First, you can't look at someone's profile during a live. You do have the option to decide to follow them. Instagram added that recently. But whereas on other apps, like for instance Clubhouse, you can listen in the background while you do other activities on your phone, you have to be 100% involved in the live. You can't exit it while listening and then go back. So there's a chance that if the person exits the live to look at your profile, they're not going to come back to the live. I would say that the best chance you have for getting as many followers from that live as possible is to show how closely you align with the person that they're already following and let them use that as the basis for deciding whether or not to follow you. If they say, oh, well, I already follow Lisi and I love her content. It seems like Daniel is creating the exact same content because they're talking about the topic in the same way. I think that's really going to help you to present as clearly as possible to this new potential audience that they're going to want to follow you. To that end, I recommend doing as much knowledge sharing as possible or being as funny as possible or whatever it is that attracts people to your account normally. Try to be as much of that on because if people jump into that live for just a few seconds, they want to be able to get the maximum what is going on in this moment so that they can decide if they want to follow you or not. This is a really great question. I'm so glad that Lisi submitted this one. If you have a question, by all means, please send it to me at Daniel Hill Media. I love getting questions from you all who listen. And to be honest with you, if you think my answers aren't that great, I'd love it if you send in an answer too. Like you have a different thought or here's another strategy that might work. I'll be glad to play that on the show. It's as much your show as it is mine. Thank you so much for listening. I want to give a special thanks to Ashley West Coffee for supporting the show and Eileen Smith for supporting the show. If you would like to support the show and get a huge shout out, go to buymeacoffee.com/IG stories and you can support the show there. Thanks so much for listening and come back on Monday for Mosseri Monday.